From homegrown concepts to fine dining artistry to food festivals, the Dubai's food scene is bold, vibrant, and absolutely irresistible. Now, with so many foodie events happening around town, we want to know how they impact the food scene and help homegrown concepts. So with us now is Zunayed Mohammad, the Associate Director, Festivals at Alserkal. Zunayed, or Zico.
Zico, yeah, that's
Zico?
easier. Thank you guys for having me here. And yeah, I mean, the city is booming with food events, festivals, and I think with the avenue being just sort of the home that we feel for the creative community, and that's what the sort of festival is all about, and it's always been a space for food lovers to come in.
So you're the Associate Director for the festival. Can you tell us a little bit more about your role that you play in this festival?
Yeah, I am sure. I mean, me again being part of the community, it's our 4th edition with the festival. So for us and for me, I think it's just really making that space in the festival for everybody to come in. So whether it be, for critical thinking, whether it be for, food bloggers, creatives, just to really have a space where they can come and have those conversations. I think for us, the community, with what we want to try and achieve with the festival as well, is really give that space for people to have the conversations the city that really needs, and with the city and how the global impact is with all the food conversations, and really have that safe space for everybody to come and gather.
Is there a specific session that you're looking forward to most, do you think?
Ooh, I mean, it's 2 days which you've curated very well, so they talked about it. I'm actually, everything is really nice. I think the first day with Asma Khan's keynote, I think I'm really looking forward to that. She runs an all-female kitchen in London called Darjeeling Express, so that is going to be really, really nice. It starts first thing in the morning. I think it really starts off the festival really well. And then generally, I think also, as I was mentioning, with the homegrown brands and the Avenue members, the specialized menus that we're going to have only for those 2 days. So it'll be really nice, and they get to really experiment. And it's not always about the trends; it's also about how they can storytell what they're doing. And I think that's a good moment for us.
I'm really interested to know, what's the vision behind the festival as a whole? Why did you decide to bring art, food, and community together in one place?
I think with the avenue, like I mentioned, I think when we started with the 4th edition, so 4 years ago, when we were together, when we gathered up, it was just about the homegrown brands that were here. But we were like, hey, it's just not about us, but it's also how we're responding to what is happening in the food. And when I say food, it's just not food, but what the trends are, what the ingredients that we honor and love, but how is that shaping the future? And we really wanted to look into the future of food and have that conversation, just not in the region, but globally as well, and how we're impacting the world. So that was sort of the vision. And now obviously we have a thematic for this edition, which Claudia has been responding to, called Disrupting the Table. So we wanted to really see, yes, we love the trends and we love what's going on, but what is really the future of food? And that was sort of the vision for the festival.
I mean, I'll say over the weekend we were at Jam Jar, we're all painting with my kids, and Alserkal's just taken off so much. It's insane how many food dining options there are. And others. Is it Grow House?
There's Grow House.
By Good Life.
Yes.
We were at Carnage Store. We were getting that free broth. I know Cave has a new Palestinian.
Yes, Haya's Kitchen is she's there.
She's incredible. So you guys are welcoming all this homegrown talent. Now, for people that want to come and kind of get in on those opportunities and would like to envision in their dream that next year they're involved in the festival, how can they take advantage of opportunities? I
mean, of course, it's open doors for us. I think we will start already. We're already started on the next edition on how we kind of respond. So they can come in. They can. Can I do a shout out on the handle? So
yeah, do it.
What the Food by Alserkal. Just get messaging. Let us know what you guys want to do. Yeah, and it's open doors for us. Quite a few things you spoke about the community, cute things as well, like how our community responds. Like Akamanushi, they're actually teaming up with Strawberry Fields, and they're doing a manakish making session for toddlers and babies.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
And Claudia mentioned it's so much more now, visiting these experiences, not just about us being hungry, it's about so much more. What do you think it means to you?
Yeah, totally. I mean, of course, it's food for 2 days. Who could say no to that? But
we don't have to be hungry to eat.
Yeah, but just walking around the avenue, like we were talking about, just all the spaces and how they're really it's just not about the eating, but you can go and learn. And we really want sort of anybody who, you don't have to be a food lover to come in and really enjoy the 2 days. Bring in your pets, spend the whole day there. The workshops have also been curated in such a way that even if you aren't industry led or specific, you can come in and really think about where you're going to be tomorrow with food, I think.
Zika, I want to touch about something you mentioned a little bit a while ago about the future of food. And I'm sure you can agree with me that Dubai is always at the forefront when it comes to innovation. And we are seeing AI making its way into restaurants, right? From smart kitchens to these thematic theatrical dining experience. Cresota, I in fact did a report at that place not that long ago, which is a full multi-sensory experience when it comes to food. So I wanted to ask you, will there be any AI-based experiences at the festival?
So for this edition, actually, no, we aren't focusing on that. But in saying that, just when we talk about trends, I think one thing that we can talk about for sure, obviously, because we're based in Dubai and the region, so we really want to kind of look into how we kind of treat our ingredients, in the sense that, you know, we honor them and it's very traditional, but what is that going to look like? So we want to focus for this edition to really talk about how we're doing our cultural storytelling. You know, food for us, the festival is like everybody that's involved is eating food, but it's also what you do with food, right? So it's very important for us, and I think sustainability is something that we really want to highlight with this edition, with all the speakers that are coming in as well. With obviously Douglas McMaster as well. Really excited about that masterclass, and you know, the focus on sustainability.
Yeah, I think my approach to curating it, instead of, you know, leaning into technology, was kind of looking back to go forward, and how we can learn from ancient wisdom. And, you know, sustainability is a trend, but it used to be a way of life, you know, and we lost that connection somewhere along the way. You know, we all grew up, you know, hopefully in a house with a grandmother who would never throw away a rag because it would, you know, be useful for something, or, you know, and we lost that. You know, we went into a very consumeristic way of living, and we're all guilty of that. But I think it's time maybe to look back a little bit and see how, and, you know, also use technology as well. You know, that we can use definitely technology as a tool. It's a very, very useful tool, and we have, you know, sessions on people who have been very, very successful at using technology and innovation to grow food and make food more easily available here in this region. You know, with Sky from Pure Harvest, for example. But for me as a curator, it was more about looking back and kind of honoring the knowledge that came before us and taking it into the future.